had a mouthful and I just burst into tears. I just started to cry because it reminded me of my mum's cooking.
Welcome to A Recipe For, a series that celebrates the joy of food and explores what's lost without it. This gentleman is the co-founder and honorary lifetime president of one of our most beloved charities, and it is, of course, the one and only Sir Lenny Henry. I can't believe I'm sat round the table with you. It's great. As we do with all our guests, Lenny, we ask them to bring a dish that's meaningful and something that is you're deeply connected to. Yeah. What is that dish?
That is Saturday soup. It's a brown soup. You cook it with mutton or lamb. It's usually got dumplings in it, and carrots and yam, and sometimes pumpkin, and also kidney beans, red kidney beans. And you cook it for a really, really long time until the meat falls apart. You can put it on the morning and leave it. And I think if you're a busy parent, a thing you can put on a very, very low heat and just leave is really handy. And it's very, very filling. When we were kids, we'd eat it all and then we'd all be like, while World of Sport was on.
Yeah.
And it was always delicious, always this kind of lovely, unctuous, tasty, flavourful thing. And whenever I have it now, it reminds me of home. So, you know when you leave home and you don't have your parents cooking anymore, my mum's cooking anymore, my dad never cooked, you sort of yearn for it. My mum passed away in 1998 and I'd had years of eating, you know, my own cooking, but there's something about the buttons that get pushed when you eat family food. And I went to a Jamaican restaurant in London and I don't know why, but I saw mutton soup, which is Saturday soup, on the menu, and I said, can I have that please? And I think I just wanted a flavour of home or something. And I had a mouthful and I just burst into tears. I just started to cry because it reminded me of my mum's cooking. You know, food, one taste of it and it can bring back, you must have this, like 1,000 memories. Food is something that's like a thesaurus of memory and taste and touch and feel.
It's a bombardment of all your senses as well, isn't it? Because there is that level of nostalgia, that you know the love and care and connection that you have to one particular dish or several.
What we used to do was on Monday, so Sunday, big Sunday lunch, chicken, rice, peas, hard food, which is yam, pumpkin, dasheen, all that kind of stuff. On Monday, it would be the leftover, whatever was left from yesterday. On Tuesday, you might get like a pie and some hard food, or you might get a piece of chicken again. On Tuesday, money was starting to thin out. So it was starting to look in the cupboard and go, let's have what's left in the cupboard bingo. And so that was Wednesday. Then on Thursday, it was nearly always, because there was literally nothing left, pilchards out of a tin. Yeah. Pilchards or herring or something. It was one of those tins that went like that. And then you'd have that with white rice because it was what was left. On Friday, it was fish and chips. We're going to have a taste.
Yeah, see what you think. See if we've done you and your mum proud.
Oh.
Good, isn't it?
That's proper.
Oh, man.
Oh, God, it's delicious.
It's so delicious. Deeply savoury, little bit of spice to it. Oh.
I used to steal meat from my sister's plate, like this. So I go, okay, what's that over there? And she'd do that. And I would literally do that and take this much out. And one Saturday, she poured some of the juice from the Scotch bonnet into a little bowl by her side. And she just dipped it in there for quite a long time while I wasn't looking, and then put it back. And she balanced it carefully, sort of on the side, so it would be attractive to me. And I sort of did that cartoon, ooh, I'm having that. And then I did that, and I put the whole thing in my mouth. And then for about 20 minutes, just screamed non-stop because it was so hot. And I did end up in the sink like that under the coal tap with the water poured into my mouth repeatedly.
So hot.
Like a Tom and Jerry cartoon. But I never did that again. I never stole it from her plate again.
If I had to ask you what in 3 words sums up your relationship with food, what is it that you love about it?
Joy, family, and obviously the taste, because the taste triggers all of those things. Can I have 4 memories? Yes. I think if it was 4 things, joy, family, taste, memories, because this immediately triggers 1,000 meals. It's my mom, it's teasing around the table. It's in the wintertime whoever got closest to the fire thought they'd won, but actually when they started to sweat and they wanted to swap places with you, it was like, you're not sitting here. You chose to sit there. It's my mum telling my dad to sit up straight. It's my sister Kay coming in hot pants and platforms and being sent back to her room to get changed. It's all of those things. Yeah. Because food was everything.
And that's it. And it's those it's those moments. Because I think as you do get older, your memory drifts and you always and you don't want that. So you always refer back to those moments of joyous communion with each other.
It's food as a touchstone. You want to be reminded of, and all communities do this, but you want to be reminded of home. You want to be reminded of your mum and dad and your family sitting around the table. And the thing that does that brilliantly, like that, is your favourite meals. And it's where, it's where we all communicated and got together. There were often times when we weren't together, but Saturday lunchtime and Sunday lunchtime is where we were together as a family. Yes. And Mum always cooked too much, so people were always dropping in and sitting at the table and joining, and you probably had that at your house.
Absolutely, 100% we did, yeah.
I used to say that my mum cooked for the Royal Scots Dragoon Guards, just in case they showed up. Yeah, and it was just always the seven of us.
It's a definite way of showing love, and it's your love and affection for your family, but also in your head somewhere, it's for the wider community as well.
Just in case they show up. Oh, Miss Murphy, come in, sit down, bring the children. We have enough for everybody. It was that. It was always that, and it was. To me, it's a joyous evocation of family and community and friends and flavours.
It makes us who we are.
Yeah.
And I love that. Lenny, I'm interested to know about Comic Relief's relationship with Sainsbury's and how that works.
One of the great things about the relationship with Sainsbury's and Comic Relief is that we're such boosters of each other, really. In the last 3 years, Sainsbury's raised over £21 million. Just that alone, it'd be legendary, but the relationship has been going on for a while now. But more power to Sainsbury's. They've really helped us.
And I think what is lovely about the partnership is that Comic Relief actually target where it needs to go most. Mm-hmm. And I think that's that balance of a large corporate organisation and one of our most beloved charities in the country actually nailing it, but on the ground, is so important.
And working with local charities and food clubs as well is a great thing, because it's not swooping in and coming to the rescue. It's very much giving a leg up and saying, go on then, show us what you can do.
Food poverty is inextricably linked, of course, to poverty, and poverty is never one thing. No, it's multi-layered.
The idea of poverty is really interesting in terms of what we eat. When we have no money, when you're working class, is what's left over or what you can get. I've been to a couple of these situations where people are storing the food and then loading the trucks up to go, and there's a inherent sadness to it, but it becomes joy immediately when you get to the place where it's all going, because people are incredibly happy to see you. And why wouldn't you want to be involved in something that does so much good for so many?
I was struck by a conversation that I had with a lady who was in her mid-30s with 2 kids under the age of 8. So I was just having a chat with her, and she said, "Si, do you think it would be possible for me to have a different parcel?" And I said, "Oh, why? Yeah." I said, "Well, yeah, I'm sure we can work it out." And I said, "Why is that?" And she said, "Well, I have to make the choice about putting my hob on to heat the food and I've got to cook it, or getting the bus, or putting the heating on to keep the kids warm."
People have been struggling, and Comic Relief have noted that and tried to kind of fill in the gaps where people are really falling through those gaps, and something has to balance that out. And what it usually is people helping each other.
Yes, community.
Community.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge, it's not just nations and regions, it's community too. And I think that if the people in the community that have the wherewithal, the access to go, well, we'll help. And so suddenly they're plugging in a gap in the local community. We used to say if this was happening over the road, you'd just go and help, wouldn't you? If they needed blankets and a cup of tea and £5, you'd go over there and you'd say, here's £5. Well, this is a community version of that. It's everybody going, what can we do to help? I see, this effort, this initiative from Sainsbury's and Comic Relief and various other initiatives too, going out with very little funding to help people that need it. And I think that's why I like and why I love the best people in this country, because they would not let somebody else suffer. Whatever anybody's saying at the moment, what's great about this country is that people aren't backward in coming forward when it comes to helping other people.
And there's a pride in that as well that you can see in communities. Lenny, can I ask you, what would be your recipe for change?
Well, that's a massive question. It's a good question. Learning the ability to walk in someone else's shoes and imagine what it would be like if a certain situation were happening to you. And I think that actually, if you can get it together to be helpful and to be a decent person, philanthropy isn't just the sole reserve of wealthy people or people in the media. It's all of us. And why don't we all give it a go and see how it makes us feel the next day? I bet we feel good.
Lenny, can I just say a massive, massive thank you for your time. Thanks, mate.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Is it over?
It is.
Great.
Great. Get in.